So while we're doing this, I'm gonna roll myself a little jointy joint. Okay. All right. So for this video, hey bunnies, welcome to another video. I don't be introducing anything anymore. And I think I'm gonna take out that intro. So in this video, there's not gonna be a welcome. There's just gonna be the outro where you can click and whatever. So for this video, I want to talk about sexting, when you should be sexting other people, right? Now, ooh, that's a big old no. So, yes. So I saw a post where this girl was like, oh my gosh, I waited 4 months to have sex with this man and his thing is little and I'm so disappointed. And I'm like, girl, 4 months and y'all didn't exchange any pictures? Oh, baby, that's wild. So, hear me out. And I do have long nails. If you want to know how I roll with long nails, I'll leave the video up here so you guys can watch it. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. When should you be exchanging pictures? Oh, shit. I made a mess. When should you be exchanging pictures, right? And videos and all these things. When should you be sexting with someone that you're talking to? I say you can start exchanging pictures and videos when the conversation begins to get sexual. Once you've decided that this is someone who okay, let's say this is someone you just want to have sex with casually, right? Excuse me. Feel free to start sending pictures as soon as you want to. As soon as the conversation gets sexual, feel free to send them, babes. Okay? Now, if this is someone you are dating, like intentionally talking to for the 3-4 weeks, like I mentioned in the past videos, if this is someone who you are dating to marry or dating to have a long-term relationship with, I would say hold off on sexting for the first, again, like 4 weeks. At that 4-week mark, when you are about to go on your first date, actually after the first date, this just came to me. All right, so 3 weeks in, 3 to 4 weeks I said was the talking phase, right? After the 3-4 weeks, you want to go on your first date. By week 3 going into week 4, the more masculine one in the relationship should be asking to go out on a date, not the more feminine one. Okay? All right. So if you're a girl dating a boy, for example, in a heterosexual relationship, the boy should be asking the girl out on a date, right? Now, like I said, 3-4 weeks, that's when you want to jump on your first date. By week 3 or 4, you can, start with the how many partners, well, not necessarily how many partners, but when was the last time you got tested? How do you feel about certain sexual acts? How kinky are you? How vanilla are you? Have you ever role played? Have you ever had a threesome, orgies? All these questions should be knocked out by like week 3-4 leading up to the first date, right? Now, after the first date, that's when you can send your first like spicy pic. Okay, and you don't have to put your face in it. That is completely fine, because during the dating phase you can always decide that, hey, this is not the person for me. So never ever put your face in it, okay? Unless you trust this person, don't do it. All right, so after a month is when I would say you can start sexting. Even if you are not having sexual intercourse, I recommend sexting, especially for the girls. Make sure that he sends you a picture or a video so you know what it is that you are working with. Because if you are someone who likes a nice, thick, long, sturdy, masculine tool to work with, yeah, you need to know from jump what you're working with. Okay, and just like with how I said with the boys, they should within 3-4 weeks you'll know if they just want to have sex with you or if they want a relationship. You will know if you like him enough to work with the little that he has, if he is little. Okay, as far as the girls sending boys or the more girls sending girls pictures, that's nothing really and truly, because y'all both have the same body parts. Okay, okay, now we're talking about the guys sending pictures, if it's a boy to a boy or a boy to a girl. Okay, you want to make sure you see what you're working with, if you can handle it, if it's too big, too small, and then you go from there. All right, everything needs to be a conversation, everything needs to be a discussion, even before you send the picture. While you're having that that sex talk, I was trying to say sexual conversation and sex talk at the same time. While you're having that sex talk, ask how they feel about sending nudes, if it's something that they do, if something that they're comfortable, if they've ever done it before, if they have any trauma with it, if any of their exes have ever why can't I speak and I'm not even smoking or drinking it, if they've ever been, you know, abused in any type of way when it comes to, you know, sending pictures. You have to ask those questions, because you don't want to further traumatize them by sending or asking, right? And then you have some people who are not super sexual, and if you are one of those people who's not super sexual and you just so happen to be watching this video, you need to have a conversation with the person 100%, 100% about sex and what their expectations are. Okay, because not everybody wants to have sex multiple times per day. Not everybody wants to have sex multiple times per week. Not everybody is into oral sex. Not everybody's into anal sex. Not everybody's into threesomes and orgies. You have to make sure you have those conversations before the first date. Okay, this is something that you must ask in the first 3 to 4 weeks. Okay? Oh, this is not sealing, honey. This is not sealing. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can add a little bit more to this now, but I'm not going to. But yeah, have those conversations, and it might seem like a lot of talking, but it is so important. It's so important that you know the person that you're getting involved with. It's so important that you know their sexual kinks, their likes, their dislikes, especially if this is somebody that you want to spend more time with, someone that you are actually, after 3 weeks, you want to continue to get to know them. So talking about sex, whether you're a sexual person or not, is very important, because you don't want, let's say you guys get into a relationship and they're expecting head as soon as they wake up in the morning. They're expecting morning sex every single morning. They're expecting you to bring friends over and wife swap and go to sex clubs and strip clubs and swinger parties and all these things, and that's nothing of the sort of what you're into. You just wasted all of that time getting to know someone who you truly do not know. Sex is very important. So I definitely recommend sexting. I definitely 100% recommend you sharing pictures and videos. 100% hands down recommended. If it's not something that you're into, let the other person know, because they might not be into it either. Okay, but you should still do it. You need to see what you're working with. And again, do this after the first date. So that's the week 4, okay? Or maybe even 5, depending on how long your talking phase has lasted, All right, so between weeks 4 and 5 is when you want to exchange pictures, or if you happen to kiss each other, grope each other, that's, you know, some heavy petting, that's fine. You see what you're working with, especially if you do not want to have sex. Okay, so don't be like sis who wasted 4 months, which I'm not putting any shit on her. She wanted to wait 4 months. She waited the 4 months. He waited the 4 months. Good for them. Proud of them. But definitely pictures should have been exchanged within that 4 months. 4 months is a very long time. 4 months is a very, very long time for you to end up being disappointed. You hold out, right? This is the thing. You hold out for 4 months. You not giving this man no play for 4 months, right? He's not giving you nothing for 4 months, right? You're building up this anticipation. You are only to be disappointed. Tell me no. And it honestly goes both ways as well, because what if, like, all right, for me, and I recommend this as well, when it comes to having sex for the first time, women, don't pull out all your tricks. All right, and this should probably be a separate video. Don't pull out all your tricks. Don't do everything right away the first night. Make him work for it. All right, see what he can do to earn the facials, to earn the deep throating, to earn the super arched doggy style. Be a complete starfish. All right, all right. That's all I want to say. That I'm gonna do a longer video on that, on the first time you decide to have sex. But as far as sexting goes, definitely don't go 4 months, don't go 3 months, don't go 2 months. Go at most 5 weeks, at least 3 after the first date. And this is if you are dating to be with this person long term. If you're dating to be with this person long term, you've done your 3 to 4 weeks talking phase, you just went on your first date, right after the date, I think is the perfect time. You had a really good first date. He paid, he tipped the wait staff, he tipped valet, he pulled out your chair, he complimented you, he ate without making a bunch of noise. He knows how to use a knife and fork. And I keep saying he because it's more typical for the women to have some class and know how to do these things already. And if you're a girl who doesn't know how to do these things, brush up on it, watch an etiquette video or something, figure out, you know, table manners and all of that. So he's covered all the bases, checked all the boxes. You can surprise him with a picture, a video. Just make sure your face is not in it. Okay, that's super, super, super important. Make sure your face is not in it. And then go from there. He'll send something back. He'll send either an emoji or whatever. Let him know that you want to see something of his. All right. And if you're the guy, don't send any unsolicited dick pics, especially if you two have not had the sex talk. Do not send any unsolicited dick pics. A girl sending nudes is always hot. Always, always hot, especially if the connection is there. A man sending nudes, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go smoke and then go eat and just chill for the rest of the evening. It's Saturday. I had a long day. I'm over it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face.